Strong winds expected across the country, estimating 25 to 40 degrees kilometers per hour. So extra precaution. 40 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
So extra precaution is asked to the public. Then aka so many other names. But otherwise, we're seeing where we can win. Especially so we've got our friends from Access Bank like a promotion save and win. How we bela madi we let me save for the future. You're going to get great rates, but also at the same time, you stand a chance to win a Toyota Cross. Have you ever won something?
Well, I've won a cell phone before.
Ooh,
yeah, I have.
Look at you.
Maybe that's why this is I don't win anything, because I feel like I'm blacklisted because you've won something. Let's give it to other people. I feel like that, honestly. Okay, no, let's pray. All right.
Next day is our year.
All right, in the first hour of this show, because let's say hello. A good people from Metropolitan Life Botswana. They are newly revamped Mutusi Life cover. Mutusi Life cover manager di phetogo tse le gore dumela go gore wa di thoka ha le gore o motho ntseng ana le le mothusi ga mmolo le gore ha isu wenja life cover o ta tsana gore o retsa jalo memeno fa se ga mmolo le meta pelo se kuku gore ba go tshwaretseng ka metsotso ile masoma go nkona go nya bosupa
mekarabo bosela o te go tla ba re bolela gore what is happening in the world of sports, and also you're going to find out a little more about what our country has for us by discovering Botswana. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Manon Game Lodge. Manon Game Lodge welcomes you.
Manon Game Lodge is a 100% Botswana owned lodge. It's situated 17 kilometers away from Lobatse, which is the Botswana meat hub, just along the A1 road to Ramatlabama. Manon Game Lodge is a flagship camp for Regent Group hotels, and it has been operating for some few years now, since 2017. But before then, we were a farm, I would say a cattle farm. But we saw it fit that we change from the cattle farm to game lodge. And then Manon Game Lodge is a conservation lodge, I would say, looking at the fact that anything that we have here, it's natural. We preserve nature. We preserve everything that we have around the game lodge. We offer a variety of activities, from your segways. We offer cycling. We do offer game drives. We do have guided walks. We have got obstacle courses and paintballs. With obstacle courses, the main reason for having that was to get people together. We have a lot of corporate or business travelers coming through for team buildings and all that, so it's a way of getting people together. Having to play with your co-workers or your workmates brings back that unity. If you want to, or if you're a leisure traveler and then you want to relax, rejuvenate, we've got our spas around here which offer a variety of services in the spa. We've got 40 rooms in total, which 17 of them are executive rooms, and then we've got 10 kin rooms, 2 family rooms, and tented or luxurious tents. Can do day visit. We do have day visitors coming through for swimming and enjoying the area around here. I think most of the people also like to be around here just because of the gardens and the vegetation on its own. So they feel relaxed when they are around here most of the time. We do have restaurants. Our restaurant have or offer Western and Tswana cuisine, which because we've got international travelers as well. So we just wanted to explore other areas of food. So having that in the lodge really helps a lot. Manon Game Lodge, welcomes almost everyone. It's either international or local. You're most welcome to visit us in Manon Game Lodge.
ka thamelo mo puisanong ya rona ya nthamosa gompieko jaaka ke go tlhalosetse ke nagano le barong ba le babedi go tswa jalo ka ko Metropolitan Life Botswana re bua jalo ka amleno le bone le gore le shahaditswe mme ga ke ba to re nana ke buang gore ba re tshwaretse mosa gompieko ke nagano le mmeno fa sefemo she is the Metropolitan Life Botswana regional manager ga mmogo le Methapelo Sikuku ene e le the broker consultant. Good morning ladies.
Morning.
Morning, Bernard. Good morning.
Le tela tsoga. Yes, la bobedi mo le mo kona re bitsa jalo re ke Business Tuesday. Me mo dikgobong tse le teng mo Botswana ke ituma jalo go bo ke kgona go bona jalo ba Metropolitan Life Botswana re bua jalo ka mananeo a le gore ama Batswana le matshelo a bone kana botshelo bo botlhokwa mme go botlhokwa thata go ipona jalo gore o busireleditse in case of anything that might happen. Go ke simole jalo ka mme no fa sefema gore gone mme ga re bua jalo ka life cover ka gore ke itse re to go bua jalo ka ene mothusi life cover gone mme la re simole jalo go nteng an kgone gona ga re bua jalo ka life cover e be re bua ka ga ile gone gore life cover e thusa Motswana ka
Thank you very much, Bernard. DUMELA Botswana ko gae. Life cover Botswana, it's just an agreement between an insurer and an individual. Hai long gore an insurer o tabare Metropolitan, I want to pay this amount. I would like to pay this amount regularly, and in return when I'm Metropolitan, o bon cover ka bokana. E leng gore hai long gore ga ke o teng, and then you pay my beneficiaries madi a tebera dumalane.
Right.
Ke one life cover me gape Bernard ke batla go ke ga go le Batswana ke differentiate between life cover le funeral because often when we say life cover Batswana go gae ba confuse le funeral policy. Funeral policy ke policy ya dipheto. Is there to bury you. But life cover yone is there to carry your family forward in the future. So go ngwa gape ke gatelle ka example ha ke thalosa life cover ke le nono for yana ke insure lo ke Metropolitan kana ke tsana mo contract le Metropolitan ke re Metropolitan ke kopa leng cover ka 2 million pula and then tebe re dumalana le Metropolitan event ha rona o ta duela premium a 500 pula 500 pula ke tebe ke mo duela kgwedi le kgwedi and then e re ha ke tlhokagala Metropolitan e tebe e duela bongwana ke spouse sa me duela batsadi ba me mo ba bitsa re ba jabo so ba ile gore ntse ke ba tlhokomela ha ke tshela Metropolitan tebe ba duela madi a tebe ra dumalane ka ha ke teng ke ba kgaogantse ka teng ke one life cover ke dumela gore Batswana ba e tlhaloganya yana ga se funeral policy policy yes ke life cover ke policy e leng gore it carries your family forward or carries your family in the future in the event that you are not there.
Right. Ke tsa ke re Menno Foster a dinako tse dile mo kawana me yanong ka re Motswana ba ta go utwa hapotso e buditse ya arabiwa jaaka he ba ta go arabiwa mo ke tseng gona go thapela gore bo mosola kana dipoelo tsa gona life cover ke mona go ntsa go mpiko tse le gore Motswana ba ta gona go utwa gore mme pele ga ke emela ke ya ko mini mo go Metropolitan ke tlhaloganya gore ga ke tsena kwa mme ke a go boelwa ke ba lelwa palame ba boelwa ke mo thanke seo.
Thank you Bernard. Go CBD. Definitely. Ntle ke simolle pele ke dumedisa batswana ko gae mme ke tlhalosa gore a life cover is very important in the sense that it gives you a peace of mind knowing that your loved ones will be taken care of kana ko tla bo seo. It release financial stress during times of loss. And then allows your loved ones to mourn and heal without having to worry about the future. Era e hema di mo tsere re di bone Bernard whereby ke ntse ke tshela mo ga borone ke tshela le bana ke ba tlhoeditse botshelo jo bo rileng ba tsena mo dikolong tse di rileng but because ke tlhokahetse mme a ke ba tlogela life cover be re hella re bona di mo tse leng goreng ba hella ba tshwana ke go change botshelo jwa bone ba ho dura ba ntseng ba nna teng sometimes ba change dikolo ba go nna ko magaeng be go affecta welfare ya bona go affecta ka ba tshelang ka teng era so go botlhokwa ya thata goreng ha o santse le mo botshelong o direle ba ba ratang o ba sireletse bokamoso o santse le mo botshelong gore ha o seo ba khona gore ba tswelle ba tshela ja ka ntsotsi o ba tshedisa
right
I'm
loud and clear me se femo ke boela go go ena nkgonne gone gore ke bona jalo go te mothusi life cover has been revamped gongwe gona na mo nakong ya go piko ga le mongwe le beletseng le gore ke client ya Metropolitan Life Botswana e le wa mothusi life cover mme ga tlhaloganya gore ga go te revamped go twa ja gongwe re simile gore mothusi life cover before this the revamp in ntse jang mme tse di hetogile mo nakong ya go piko ke di.
Thank you very much Bernard. We are very excited go Metropolitan.
Yes,
We're very excited. 2 weeks back, actually on the 25th of August, we launched our revamped mothusi ntse re na le yone but be re lemoga goreng diemo di a hetoga Bernard. Economy ya rona e changile di thata ra itse so we needed to sit down, we needed to put our heads together re bone gore what can we give Batswana se leng gore se relevant now mo economy ya gompieno se leng gore Batswana ba ka se afford se leng gore to speak to Motswana now. That's
and
why
ordinary
Motswana for that matter. Thank you for adding that because na lo ga kanya life cover ke the super wealthy, the super rich but ordinary Motswana na re batla go itsisa mo semong sa gore Motswana mongwe le mongwe wa khona go ya afforda life cover.
Right.
So mothusi aka ke bua wa all excited. We had Motswana in mind ha re na ha ba se re improve. Re batla gore more practical mo economy ya gampieko. We had every Motswana in mind because family nngwe le nngwe deserves financial security. Financial security has ya family ele rileng bona the days ana re itse gore boswa ke dio tsa batho ba rileng ba bangwe ba le boswa ke ba mongwe le mongwe ya ka thapelwana o buile ha re itse gore what is going to happen in the future. So go botlhokwa ya la gore re ba kanya now. So mothusi life cover ka ke buile re launchitse ka di 25 and e cater la di needs tsa Batswana ba ba harologaneng.
Right.
Ra tlhaloganya gore ke le nono for my financial position is different from Tapelo's financial position. Where we are going is different from where you are going and where I'm going is totally different. Re batla tse di harologaneng mo botshelo. So be re na le di options tse di harologaneng mo mothusi. Currently re na le di options di le 3 but me hantse re tsilo di atolosa we're still cooking. For Metropolitan go to bone di pizza mo internet.
So something is cooking.
Yes, we're still cooking but for now re launchitse tse 3. Era ya nthabitsa whole life. E bitsa mothusi whole life kana lifeline era ya bobedi bitsa mothusi term shield and then ya boraro bitsa mothusi home care. So ke ta simolela ka go tlhalosa ene whole life gore Motswana a tlhaloganye goreng le re ha broker ba go bua le ene e re ha consultant ya go agent ya go e bua le ene a ba itse gore mothusi whole life re bua ka gae. Whole life ke cover e leng gore go cover botshelo ba go bote ke life cover e leng gore ke a botshelo ba go bote. Ke life cover no it doesn't expire.
It doesn't expire. Right.
I was only 50 well 110 when I do the premium o sia. Mothusi zile go cover. Ona le peace of mind wa robala o bo khonkga boroko o tsoga o sna la ile wa re ya gore hanga toka like 10 years what is going to happen. Ke yone mothusi whole life. And then mothusi term shield ke re buang re your need covers you for a period for a specific period. And the ring is for a season. Why would I need a cover or just for a specific period? Example, can I bana baba nyinyane. Ke izo in 20 years and 30 years bongwana ke te ba se ba le batona ba le independent ba se ba bereka ba le independent ba se tole ke ba thokana le life cover. So te ke ra Metropolitan in tuela so cover for the next 30 years because ke izo hantse ke godisa bana. And then after 30 years, ba siame te ba ikema ba le no se thole ke thoka cover e
Right.
that's when mothusi term shield it's an
It's
thing
an
for
thing
no
go.
ya bo hello bitsa yone mortgage protector
Yes.
yena speaks to ba ileng goreng o tsa loan ya mntu ya motse kana o na le an existing mortgage
Right.
era a insha kana ikgologolo this one speaks to bone se leng gore sa diragala ha o ya go bankeng o tsa loan banka e go ra ere loan ya go tshwantse re insure gore in the event that you die bana ba gore ska re ba ntsha muntu so that's when re tanteng ha o sena yone banka ya go ya because there's no way it is
Okay,
being-
right.
so ya no ra reng rona re tshwere e leng gore is very affordable e re ha o ya go bankeng kana ha e leng gore o na le an existing mortgage o bua le broker ba gago o bua le agent ya gago ba go tlhalosetse ka yone in depth because we don't want gore bana ba go ba kubiwe mo ntong ga o se thole teng we don't want that we've worked so hard re ntse re bua re batla gore bana ba change lifestyle a ke re thapelong tsa bua
Yes.
ha re batla gore bana ba change lifestyle re batla gore they should have a roof over their head but monate wa yone gape ke gore let's say o no tse re cover ya 2 million and then ha ntse o duela mo ke ja ke re wa kotase
Wa kotase, yeah.
ha o tlhokagala ke le nonofo ke tlhokagala banka tebeta ko metropolitan gore nonofo na re kolota mona tshwere mortgage balance ya go ke 1 million
Right.
metropolitan tebe e duela banka 1 million and then monate wa teng
remaining
difference
money.
e duela the beneficiaries
right.
ke yone hela yone ke batla go tlhalosa
Yeah, we
those
tell us
three.
about the long one.
Thank you very
Ke rata how bua jalo gone gore talk to your broker consultant because she is here. Re ka utlwa gone gore gone mme kuta thata le bua gore ga o se mo botshelong ga o se mo botshelong ga o se mo botshelong. Potsa motho ke botseng ke gore a la re dipoelo tse o di bona hela ga ile gore ga o ye mo botshelong kana gona ka ile gore ka re sentse mo botshelong e be le gore o e dirisa gore e go sireletse.
Okay, thank you, Bernard. Mothusi life cover ga go benefit hela ha o setse o so mo botshelong. It has several benefits embedded to it. Tse e leng gore di go letla gore ha o le mo policy o ikakole mo go tsona santse o le mo botshelong. Ke tla dinang kola ka bokhutswana gore re kgone gore di tlhalogane. We have terminal illness benefit mo Mothusi life cover. Ha e leng gore re le metropolitan ra ha ka re ntse o tsweletse in this journey le rona ona le Mothusi life cover. O bo tlhagogelwa ke bolwetsi jo bo sa alahetsegeng malwetsi a tshwanang le bokankere Bernard mme go na le mokwalo jalo gape o tswa mo bongakeng ba ruri hatsa goreng ga ona go kgona go tshela 12 months beyond re le metropolitan ra itlama gore re tla tsa one maikarabelo a gore re duele cover ga go madi a wa icoverileng ka one 100% o santse o le mo botshelong seo se ka go thusa gore o kgone gore o duele di-hospital bills go ka go thusa gore le ba ba go okang around you ba kgone gore ba benefite from madi
Ba ska ba
le wena
kuponela.
hela in your last days of life you get to realize the value of since o se direla ba ba ratang.
Right.
So that's terminal illness benefit re be re na le permanent disability cover e leng gore le one mo go yona re tsaya maikarabelo re tsaya maitlamo a goreng ha ka re ntse o tsweletse le rona and then o bo ka nna le bogole jo a sennela
Jo a sennela
ruri
ruri.
ra itlama re le metropolitan gape goreng re tla duela your permanent disability benefit 100% gore e kgone goreng e go thuse gore o ipaakanyetse botshelo jo bo sa jo ja ha jaana o tla bo golagetse o sa go tlhole o kgona go ka bereka ba e leng gore your loved ones le bone ba tswelele ba kgona gore ba benefite mo go yena ya ka ntse ba benefita mo go yena re na le hospital cashback benefit
Right.
a e leng gore ra re gape o ka kgona gore ha ona le Mothusi life cover o reke benefit eo gore letsatsi le letsatsi ha o ka robadiwa ko sepatela re le metropolitan e be re go duela a benefit from as little as 500 pula to 1000 pula
Per
go ya
day
ka gore
in
o
hospital.
rekile bokae ha e le gore o rekile 500 pula le sekae re itlama gore e tla re ha o robaditswe re go duele 500 pula letsatsi le letsatsi gone gore o kgone gore o ithuse ka tsone dibili o kgone gore o thuse le ba ba ko lapeng
A ka nyala gore ba dutse mme madi ona ntse a tsena ka.
madi a bantse a tsena
Kantele wa hola hela ka
o gola ka
boene.
teng.
Right.
We also have a cashback benefit. Cashback e ra re, every 5 years of your journey with us, Mothusi, we will pay you 5% of total premiums paid. E le go leboga Bernard for being loyal to us.
Right.
Le gore ga iso claim.
Right.
So you realize gore Mothusi ga go benefit hela ha o setse
Ga
o
o se mo
tlhokahetse ha o santse o le teng o le mongwe policy wa ikakola mo go yone and then le nako e o tlhokagalang ba e leng gore o ba nominatile le yo beneficiaries ra ba duela jalo gore ba sale ba tshela jaaka ntse o ba tloeditse go tshela.
Right. I love it. Man, Nonofo, the big question now. How does one become a client at Metropolitan? Abata jalo Mothusi life cover.
Thank you very much.
Emma.
re gongwe le gongwe tota a ke rutilwe ntse ke bua ntse ke
Yeah.
contact your broker
Yeah,
contact
yeah.
your financial advisor
Maitso.
re ikadile Botswana otlhe through our financial advisors through our brokers ke dumela gore motse mongwe le mongwe ga gona go
Ga
sena
gona
motho a
some-
insurance
yes.
teng wa rona wa
Emma.
metropolitan so ke gore go bua le rona re letse our intermediaries or our brokers they've been trained ba itse ka product ba go emetse hello
Bana ba emetse go utlwa mogala o lla hela.
ba emetse go utlwa mogala mme le bone ba ta kokota ka re le ba builela ga ba kokota le kgone go bua le bone they are all over but rona kana thapelo ga go correcta re mo CBD Hazambezi Towers and then mo ga borona gape re ko the Fields Mall re teng ko Phalape Junction ko Francis Town ko Toro Junction
yeah.
and then Maung ke Mall of Maung
And ke mo dumolong go lo that means you are easily accessible.
right that's why you know the
Yeah.
more like we are affordable accessible and we've made a very simple life cover for Motswana mongwe le mongwe le mongwe kwa teng
Right.
le mo di socialing re teng Facebook re teng ko LinkedIn re mo ga gona gore
Ga gona seipato.
website ko re google hela re teng mo gongwe le gongwe
Right. Thapelo, one would wonder what are the terms and conditions batho ba bua jalo ka age restriction gore ya ka re ke sa ke le 18 ke bone tiro ke bereka ya ka re ke le 100 ke sa bereke mme ke kgona le ka kgona jalo go ntshegetsa ka ko mothusi what are some of the terms and conditions that are associated can that come with mothusi life cover?
Okay, ke tla nna go la hela di le di khutshwane.
Emma.
Minimum entry age ya rona ko mothusi is as young as 19. Ra so hela le 19 years o santse le so gana o ka kgona gore o bone policy ya mothusi life cover and then our cover levels re go cover hela from as little as 200,000 go go godimo.
Go ya ko godimo.
Ga rena maximum go
Ga
ya
rena
ka gore o
maximum.
kgona jang.
So I love it when you say I love maximum because maximum wa limita.
Go ya ka gore o kgona yang. So minimum entry 19 up to 61 years. So motho ya le gore mo dingwageng tsa 19 to 61 Bernard o ka ikgolaganya le rena ko metropolitan gore mo thuse ka mothusi life cover.
Potso engwe e ka rata go e botsa ke gone ya di premium waivers gone gore are they automatic kana o tshwanetse gore yo tsang policy mo go lona a kope gone gore a ka tlhaloganya gone gore are they automatic kana you need to apply for them in case you need it in any way?
nyarra na ha re batho go fosa ope sepe
Emma,
akere ga di automatic ke tse leng goreng ra buisana ha o eletsa ra go e edela mo policy ya rona bonte ba rona ko metropolitan kana ba our distribution partner ke goreng they've been well trained ha o tsena ha te hala re ke go rekisa life cover ba dira mo go teng needs analysis ba dira mo go teng needs analysis ha ba nnang le wena ba re o Bernard o ha kae financially o batla go ha kae what do you have what are your aspirations ba checka gap gore gap yo tlhokang ke ntseng yang how na life cover a yo ntse ngwana le yone is adequate awa go tlhoka waiver o ga o ithoki and then they will make recommendations
Right.
so now we believe in having conversations ha re tehela re go rekisa policy
ga le pharege hela mo go la Setswana.
ha re pharege
Right.
we have that engagement we have that conversation re batla go identify the gap a ke re batla gore remember I said every family deserves financial security ha re batla le gore go nele solution ile gore
doesn't meet your needs exactly. Right. One would wonder go motho go le kana kang gore motho upgraded to the newly revamped mothusi life cover kana go motho a ipotsa gone gore a go rata big simola jalo tumelana me ko nteng kana ke tswedisa ke eme nteng ke se thoke jalo gone gore go tikisimola jalo ko nteng mesikuku.
Okay. Go motho in the sense that ha ele gore ona le keletso gona gore o batla gore o revampe o kana o ne part of the new and improved mothusi life cover se ile gore ke ka se rotloetsa Motswana le ke gore ikgolaganye le financial advisor kana your broker ba re khona gore nna ha se re establish tsone di needs tse nonofo sa tswang go dinang kona go bona gore mme re ka khona jang gore re go tsenye into the new product kana o na le on the previous product sale gore ga se re na le sone on the new product re be re ka khona gore re go thuse jalo a ke rano di needs tsa rona ya ka nonwantsa dia harlo ke conversation that we will have with our valued clients on one-on-one basis jalo re khona gore establish me re ra go motloela thata gore re ka khona gore we upgrade from the old product into the new and improved mothusi life
and how soon does it become active in active is it 6 months is it 1 year is it 2 years?
We are committing to
Yeah.
we are committing to a 72 hours turnaround time.
Right.
Ra e leng gore ra itlama gore hela ha o kopane le rona mo le bakeng le le sa heteng 72 hours kana maritse a mararo ra be re setse re go thusitse ka mothusi
Right.
ka mabaka a gore a kere mo gongwe go na le gone gore re nne le back and forth between us and you re go thusa ka tse dingwe jaaka bo di-medicals because life cover ya rona ha o itsa go na le tse e leng gore e tlhoka gore term without benefit without bond e tlhoka gore o bo ka dira di-medicals.
Right. Man, no first film. Emma, ka taletsa mona ko in just 10 seconds. Yes.
go taleletsa yone hela ha policy ya gago ile active la o duetse premium e one kana tse pedi o bo tlhokahala 1 million rand.
Aha, love it. Me no first film ga mo le methapelo sekuku. Thank you very much ladies. Ke tsa kere Batswana ba utule e bile ba tla le go mogotsi go ntsela ka Metropolitan Live Botswana.
Re le ba bere tlhola sentle.
All right. Go wela jalo me no first film o ga mo le methapelo sekuku go tsela ka Metropolitan Live Botswana ba bua jalo ka da newly revamped mothusi life ka ba gore ha o le re Motswana between the ages of 19 and 61 ta ka go bona ka ba go thusa le gona go banka jalo boleng teng ja gago ga mo go le bosiong teng ja gago tlhokomela jalo ba o ba ratang ba o ba tlogelang jalo mo botshelong
na le wena ga ra kopana kgante jana ke tsa sebaka se ke go dumedise be go amogele mo go tsa metshameko ke bua karabo Miss Kebo sena me re tsana jalo ka go amogela moyeng wa rona wa letsatsi we leng the chief executive officer ka go Botswana Football League ba jalo ka re bile se kgororwana kgangkgolo ke gore rutwe jalo hela mo go ene gore tota mme se leng gore o ikeletse gore ha le mo officing ye a se dire a tse kgole ya dinao a godisa ka tselangwe o ikeletse gore a dire mme le gone gore tseo tsotlhe di diragale go tshwanetse go nne le engagement to talk about stakeholders or tshwaretse ing literally that's what we want to know and officially welcome him and the football fraternity has been there. He is a football person but officially welcome him because here we haven't had the chance to have a chat with him. Billy, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, Lekai. Right. And let's start here. Botswana Football League in Post, they are looking for a CEO and you decided to apply. What inspired you to apply for that position?
What inspired me to apply? You know, it's a long but short story.
Yeah.
You know, football is it's quite a big, it can be quite a big industry. It can be quite a big industry, but it has to be structured in a way that it can unlock value for all stakeholders. So it needs to be structured in a way that it can sell itself and extract maximum value.
Yes, we can mix.
We can mix, okay,
yes.
that's fine.
Yes.
But from the outside, I mean, like you say, I've been involved in football, but in the back end. But from the outside, you could see that the structures are not set in a way that's conducive to extract maximum value. So I'm going in to try and say, let's set up this product in a way that it can sell. Let me just give you an example. Anybody can come in today and say, I've got 60 million pula I want to put into football. And the issue is, okay, fine. So there's 60 million coming into football. Then we'll sit around the table and say, what do we do with this money? What do we do with this money? Does it go to that? Do we do it with that? Is 60 million enough for what we are looking for? Should it be 30 or should it be 100 million? So we don't have that framework. So we need to set up a framework such that when people come in, they know exactly what they want to buy into. They know the value of what they want to buy into. So we've got a structured way of managing this. We shouldn't have people fighting over, no, I've put X amount of money and therefore I deserve this, which is more than somebody else who's pushed. All that structure should be in place. Once we have that, all of us who are involved with football, right from the president of the association through to national executive committees and all structures, we know what we are going out there to sell and what we have in return for the investments, the partnerships that we'll be creating. So these structures have to be set in place. If there are no structures like that, we'll all be going round in circles, not knowing what to sell, not knowing what we give in return for what we have sold. So that's basically why I said, let me just go in and fix this, try and fix this. Once we've fixed it, we've got structures that can survive many, many years.
Right.
And it's just to build on to what would have set up.
Right. It's not an easy fraternity to get into. It's not an easy fraternity to, come in and say, you know what, I have 1, 2, 3. I want to do 1, 2, 3. There's always challenges with football. I think you and I can attest to it. The history of Botswana football and Hiro CEO, kamoso samamang hammate, kamoso suspension tomorrow is this. How are you going to make sure that, whatever you have and what you want to implement is going to be implemented?
I don't think it's a question of what I want needs to be implemented or has to be implemented. There are challenges everywhere. If you've led organizations, there are organizations that are more challenging than football. It's just different challenges. The difference with football, it's interest in that it's different. The challenges are because of interest groups. What you need to know is that there are those who are invested very heavily in the game itself, in the game of football itself. It's emotional, very competitive, highly charged. So you have people in there who are naturally very competitive, and everybody is looking after their own interests. Then you've got the collective interests, where my role is on the collective interests of all the teams, not the interests of any particular team. The bigger the cake, the bigger the slice each one of them can have. So the challenges are in dealing with the individual or team interests. If they are not aligned with the group interests, then you're going to have conflict. And if you don't know how to deal with conflict, if you don't know how to solve conflicts, then you're going to have a problem. So I'm not too short in dealing with conflict resolution, so it should not be an issue.
Shouldn't be an issue. But what is it that you have, put on paper, put on table to say, you know what, I have set 1, 2, 3 that we want to achieve as Botswana Football League at the end of your tenure, or even when you even extend to stay with the league, if that happens, what is the mandate?
Look, let me put it this way. The mandate, I would say, the mandate that I have is quite broad. It's quite broad, almost setting my own mandate. Because where we are sitting now, we need to make sure that the league is financially viable. That's basically the first mandate. We need to make sure that it's financially viable. And that's the first key thing that I need to achieve. Sustainability, and that it can run, it can sustain itself. So from there, the mandate becomes quite broad. How do I do it? How do we do it? Okay. First of all, like I said, is to set up, to come up with a framework of these are the parameters within which I need to operate. And they need to be approved up front, so that when we go out there and work, whatever I do has been pre-approved. It shouldn't be a question of I'm doing this and then let me try to do this, come back and say, let me go seek the mandate after actioning it. No, you get the mandate first and then you go forward. I'm not going to go out there and say, I'm doing 1, 2, 3 and then go back and say, I seek a mandate, because that's when we are going to get resistance. Or if what you want to do is in conflict with individual interests, you're just going to keep going backwards and forwards. So the first thing that I needed to do was to try and get a broad mandate. Okay, before anything happens, then, this is what I want to do. Okay, agree to it. Once you've agreed to it, then you set me up to go and do it. Then I've got pre-approval. I will come back and say, this is what I have delivered. I asked to deliver this. This is what I have delivered.
You are not new to position of being the chief executive officer. Baba Itzimba with multi-choice, and the reason why I am going back to you being the CEO of multi-choice different companies is the fact that it's very tough to bring the corporate world into football. Currently, you look at Botswana football, we only have the league and the FA Cup. Those are the only competitions we are playing for. And when you ask why we don't have your top 8, we don't have other tournaments, it's because we don't have money. Let's talk about the financial muscle in terms of bringing the sponsors. How do you intend to tackle or improve how we've been doing as a country?
In fact, it goes right back to where I was talking about the framework. Okay? Why should you put your money into football? I'm just looking as a corporate leader. You need to ask yourself, why should you put your money into football? What are you buying? What are you going to get in return? If we can't sell that to a corporate to say, please invest into football, into the football league. This is what we are offering you, and this is what we are offering it to you for. These are the benefits that you will get. It's a difficult sell. So we need to package something that we will sell to the different corporates. We can't just be, and then we should be looking at targeting different corporates. Because if you look at our stadiums over the weekend, we got 240 matches in a year at 8 different venues every weekend. If you look at that, you ask yourself, who is sitting in the stands? Who is watching this game? I mean, these are consumers. You got consumers, thousands of them, at one place for about 2 hours. Which businesses, which brands would like to be talking to these people? Okay. What is the profile of this consumer sitting in the stands? Okay. Is it largely male, age? Then you'd know, once you've profiled this person, the typical person who goes to the stadiums, a typical person who watches the game on TV, then there is something to sell. There are businesses, there are brands, there are products that are targeting that particular business, that particular consumer segment. So if you look at it at the moment, I can ask now, what's our typical fan base? What's a typical spectator? We haven't profiled that. So we need to have that product that we can sell. See, at any one point in time, we have X number of potential customers, consumers, and this is the profile. We believe that we can add value to your product, add value to your services. If you started engaging these people at the stadiums, if you started engaging them one way or another, then you will start seeing, I don't want to call it sponsorship, then you will start seeing people from businesses, products, brands coming in because they are targeting these people. So that's where we need to start going back. Very soon you will start seeing people coming in and say, this is the particular segment that I'm looking for, market segment that I'm targeting.
Right, great. And it's a thing which only the Botswana Football League is going to have to, do that. You're not going to need the help of the clubs, of course, the leadership of the clubs. I saw you at the Footballers Union of Botswana Congress over the weekend. You got the warm welcome. And when you talk about your mandate, what you intend to bring into Botswana football, it's an issue of alignment. And when you talk about alignment, you talk about the board, you talk about the clubs themselves. How has been the welcome?
Look, I've met a couple of clubs, I've met a couple of GMs, and they've welcomed me. I mean, I've known most of them for a long time. The welcome has been great. They're very optimistic that we can make it. And on my side is to engage them. We need to be all aligned. It's a question of in my own view, it's a question of what can sport do, what can football do, and what can the league, the football league do. So it's a whole, so it's players, it's teams, it's us, it's the football association. We all have to be talking the same language.
Yeah.
If we don't, we have to be all aligned if we are going to build this thing. And these are the different stakeholders that I need to bring together to make my job a lot easier. Because if we are fragmented, it's going to make my job a lot more difficult. Botswana National Sports Commission has got to fall in there somewhere else. They've got to be aligned. We cannot be trying to say we are promoting the development of sports and at the same time making it difficult for teams to have access to playing fields which have been used, which have been built using state resources. What does it say? So these are little things that there has to be alignment. There really has to be alignment of all stakeholders. We have to see ourselves as promoting sport, unlocking value in sport.
And when you talk about stakeholders, you also bring members of the Fourth Estate, the media. I always say the importance of the media, we can argue about it. And the most important thing when you talk about the media and them disseminating information to the public, you know, it should be the right information. It should be what the Premier League is intending to do. It should be the message from you guys. In the past, there has always been this and that between media and football leaders and all of that. How are you going to make sure that, you know what, you bring them on board?
Look, if we don't, we need to make noise about what we're doing. And we need media. It's as simple as that. Okay? We need to share information with media. Now, when you talk about media engagement, right, it's not only about the bad story that makes the news. It's about the good stories as well. So don't engage the media only when there is something not good to tell. Right? Be very open. You asked me on Saturday whether I could come to the studio. I mean, I was quick to say, yes, I will come.
Yeah.
I was sitting here earlier and I said, what are we going to talk about? Or I was sitting here when I asked you, what are we going to talk about? And that shows how open I am to the media.
Yeah.
I wasn't skeptical to say, hey,
What are they going to say?
what are they going to say? I sat here and I said, what are you going to talk about?
Yeah.
Because I know I'll be able to deal with anything that you throw at me. And that's how the relationship should be. If it's something that I cannot answer, I'll tell you, no, I will not be able to answer that until something else has happened. Let's meet next time, and then we can deal with that. So I'm not going to be playing cat and mouse, run away, hide and seek, run away from the media.
Okay, this one is kind of a tough question for me to ask.
Good.
But I have to ask it.
Okay, I'll answer it if I can.
I know the public really want to know this. It's been there. Like, when are we going to see games on TV? And I'm not the right person to answer the question. And I believe you're the right person to answer the question.
No, I honestly think it's something that we're really working on. I mean, it's very, very close now. But I think the right people to answer that question, right?
My bosses.
I'm right, they're right here, right? And I hope from here I'll be able to engage them, and then we can then have a concrete answer as to when the first game will be shown. But it should be very, very soon. I mean, we've already gone three games into the league.
Yeah.
We will very, very soon.
Very, very soon. What do you want to say to the football fraternity?
Well, to the football fraternity it's very simple. We want to build a product around everybody who's involved in football.
Yeah.
And we all have to be aligned. We should work together, not against each other. So let's not have this mentality of saying this is in somebody else's interest. I mean, when I walked into the office, I said to my team that there's just 5 things that everything that I do will be based on 5 things. One, is it in the spirit of fair play? Two, is it in the best interest of the teams? Is it in the best interest of the league? Is it in the best interest of our commercial partners? So if we base all our decisions on these, then we can go forward. And I would want the football fraternity to also look at this thing. In whatever they do, they must look at the bigger picture. Is it in the best interest of their team? Is it in the best interest of the league? Is it in the best interest of our commercial partners? If you tick all those boxes, then you know we're on the right track.
Right. Re Sekgorane, thank you so much for your time. Wish you nothing but success. We're going to have more interviews. Like you said, you're not going to play hide and seek with us. I like that. Wish you guys a very successful 2025-2026 season. Thank you so much. Right. Ke buisana jalo the Chief Executive Officer ka ko Botswana Football League bua jalo ka re Billy Sekgorane. Ke dumela re motule re ne re bua tse pedi tse tharo tse leng gore ba ikeletse gore ba di dire he le boetele dipele ba kgole ya dinao ha re bile jalo gone ka ko Botswana Football League gore re tise di sponsor le lona go mabale le nne happy le teka dipalo tse di bonalang re le nele a very exciting product. That's the most important thing. Na lo yana mo tsetsi la bobedi re khagana ka tselentse jalo re kopana gape mo tsetsi la ka moso ke bua karabo Miss K Bosena. Until tomorrow, bye bye.
As you know, every single week we discover Botswana on your behalf, bringing you some of the most beautiful and breathtaking spaces that Botswana has to offer. This week at Botswana Gardens, where we are taking a look at one of the most beautiful discoveries that even I have come across. Situated in Manyana between two beautiful hills, Botswana Gardens is a hub for flora. If you love trees and you love to connect with nature, this is your opportunity to do so. You can do so onale your friends, your family. Of course, you can come out with your colleagues. This one is one to remember. We're going to discover Botswana and discover Botswana Gardens. Botswana Garden is filled with colorful flowers swaying gently in the breeze, showcasing their vibrant colors, painting the landscape with hues of pink, purple, white, red, and yellow. But behind the beauty lies dedication and care, watering, pruning, cultivating, and grass cutting, ensuring they receive the nourishment they need to thrive. There are a lot of activities that you can take part in. You can enjoy the wonderful pool and relax poolside while enjoying a drink or watching the kids. You can go into the hills and enjoy a bushwalk, or you can come in for a wellness retreat with you and your team. A wonderful picnic under the trees and the shades of Botswana's wonderful skies is an option for you. Salang hela ke gone gore dilo tso ka di dirang mo Botswana Gardens mo Manyana di ntsi, and I encourage you to discover Botswana and discover Botswana Gardens. Whether your taste for adventure includes a bushwalk, a dip in the pool, or a chilled picnic, this place is perfect for you and your family to enjoy the beauty of Botswana. I encourage you to come and enjoy Boane Gardens right here, Momanyana. From Discover Botswana, with love,
The breakfast show. We are talking saving and winning today with Access Bank. Macmillan Teku is back again on our red couch. Access a Toyota Corolla Cross as one of the big winnings that may be happening through this promotion. Hi, Macmillan, how are you?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
It's happy to have you back.
Thank you.
Hey, save and win. So we have you back here, and thank you so much for joining us once again.
Good morning to the listeners, to the viewers at home. Thank you for having me this morning.
All right. And we need to go back to that account. So let's talk about save and win. Hi, Access Bank. We want to do this for our customers. What is the Save and Win promotion competition?
All right, thank you. So, Save and Win promotion ki khaisanyo aga o setse o ibule re dirileng re Access Bank. Maikelo le goreng re rotloetsa Batswana batho go ga hela gore ba ipolokela madi a bone. And also not just gore ba ipolokela madi a bone, but mo go ipolokela madi a bone ba nne le some benefits that they reap out of it. So we have come up with this promotion. This promotion allows for somebody to be able to open either a Maungo saving account or a Morobi fixed deposit account. And if you open any of these two accounts and you deposit a minimum of 10,000 pula, you are automatically entered into a draw. Monthly, we have a draw that awards customers, 3 customers, 5,000 pula, and then we are going to go into the grand draw. This promotion started on the 1st of June. It's going to end on the 3rd of November. In December, we have a grand draw. The lucky winners, first prize will be the Toyota Corolla Cross, if you already mentioned, and then 50,000 is a runner-up prize, and then 25,000. Yes. Exactly.
All right. 2 different accounts. We have the Maungo Saver account,
Yes.
right? And then we have the Morobi investment account. Let's go to the Maungo Saver account.
Yes.
Okay, what is happening there? Maybe apart from just the competition, as I'm saving, what are my interests on it?
Thank you so much. So Maungo, because we understand for the customer tsa rona kana Batswana ko gae ba na le methale e harologane ba preferang go save ka yona. Maungo is a savings account. So a savings account in its nature allows you to be able to make deposits, frequent deposits. Ha ile gore batla go dira stop order into it, you can be able to do that. And then the interest more thing, it goes for up to 5.5% on that interest. So yone as an account generally you can be able to open it with a minimum of 100 pula, but for you to be entered into the draw, you need to deposit, your balance needs to be 10,000 pula. Yes.
And 10,000 has sort of like 100 pula, 10,000.
It can build, yes.
It can build up.
Correct.
10,000 basically part of the competition.
Yes. And then on the Morobi is a semi-fixed deposit account. The reason I'm saying the word semi is because how tlakamadi o deposit mo Morobi o tlaka balance ga re emele gore term ya gago ya investment e he. So we can give you interest upfront.
Okay.
So ra calculate the hela interest ya gago, okay, ha no beile madi le rona for a period of a year nge bona le interest ya boka. So then we are saying this interest you're eligible to get it upfront. Re go inela gone go bo gona go thiba mabaka, gona go thiba mabaka, make ha ntse o ipolokela, and then earning interest. So wa bona Morobi investment account, we go up to 8.5%. Yes.
So tla bo tsenya madi a la I'm investing in this.
Yes.
Ke ntse ke ipela madi. Banka e be re ka o ipela madi ebile you are able to hold yourself o sa dirisi.
Yes.
Re go neela bokana as an interest.
Interest.
Because when we're talking about money, you know, it gets very complicated. Especially ha re tsena ko dibanke o tebo 8.5 or 5.5. We put out how do I get around this, especially because some of us the financial literacy I say gore go ha ke tsena ka Access Bank a ke khona go thuswa ke motho ebile atla a ntlhalosetsa hela sente gore ABC re ira yana ebile o ka go thusana mo botshelong.
So rona re na le di branch across the country. Representation ya rona we go all the way up to Shaka. We have branches in Francistown, Maung, we have branches. So the branches are na di na le batho ba ileng gore ke bo maitsanape, specialists in these areas. So ba khona go tlhalosetsa hela ba go tsa from step 1 up to step Z. Ba go tlhalosetsa gore eng ke eng le interest ya gago ha o e tsenya ya go hela le bokae if you want to know upfront gore o itse gore okay ha ke ba madi a gore ke a go hela ke kgapetse bokae, they are able to give you all those calculations and then lo ena o tla o itse gore okay ha ke ba madi a me ke ipolokela bokana ke a go ena bokana mo nakong e rile.
Yeah, no di customer tse dintsi di le mo Access Bank di na le these savings in the account, are they automatically in the competition kana o tshwantse go simolla yano e be le gone o ka ikitelang o le mone gone mo khaisanong yone.
So ha o ntse o na le Access Bank maikelo ke gore go godise di balance tsa gago. So se re se eletsang hela go di customer di ka godisa di balance tsa bone to a minimum of 10,000 pula, and then they can be entered into the monthly draw. For the grand draw, they ba santse ba godise di balance tsa bone to 50,000 pula, and then they'll be entered into a grand draw ba ikgapela koloi kana 50,000 back. Imagine o bele 50,000 le
go bo mo gape o ka tsamaya ka mahatsing le tata le mpona ngwagotang. So you know what, when we talk Access Bank, when we talk about savings, batho ba khona gore nana madi ha tsana nna ka dirisa ka gore ke tlhoka go a dirisa. Can we talk about the importance of savings as a banker, as somebody who works for Access Bank?
So go botlhokwa gore re dire savings part ya matshelo a rona, part ya di budget tsa rona ka gore you never know what is going to happen tomorrow. The most important thing is kamoso is unpredictable to everyone. So go botlhokwa gore gompieno sebonyana bo kgonang go butsutlaganya bo ba o ipankanyetsa gore kamoso ha go nna le seemo se se ka tlhagogang o bo itse gore o ka kgona gore o ka thiba mabaka go ema ha go rile. So you know tota hela savings is a culture, like mo di banke re bitsa a culture, because ke so se leng gore o tsa tshotso ya gore o se tsenge mo botshelong ba gago ka bonya and re le Access Bank re tisitse mananeo ona e leng gore a thusa batswana gore ba kgona gore ba simolle tsela eo ya go thusa go ipolokela madi mme ka ha ba ntse ba ena merokotso e rileng.
You are saving for your future, but you also stand to win yourself some great prizes. Macmillan, before ke kgaogana le wena, let us start gore ke ntla re summarize re bua gore o ka bula tsone di account di hi ebile o ka ipona o ikgapetse which prizes from this promotion.
So ke gona hela gore o ipulele o le motswana o pule maungo saver kana morobe investment account. Deposit a minimum of 10,000 pula. Monthly you'll be entered into a draw that forces you to win 5,000 pula. 3 lucky winners will walk away. And then at the end of the promotion, which is by 30th of November, you should have a balance here 50,000 pool. And then Rona about utsenamo draw it la go letela gore ka ikgapela Toyota Corolla Cross as first prize, 50,000 pula or 25,000 pula as third prize. So go motlo hela lola.
And if I want to get in touch with you, ha ile gore ke batla go botsa dipotso tse dingwe tse hangwe nna ke sa botswa ke le motswana ke ready tse yana ke atla go ipoletsa, where do I get in touch with Access Bank?
So Access Bank re te mo maranyaneng, we are there on social media, we are there on Facebook. So o ka re banana ba ro ka re DM on Facebook.
Yeah, you can DM us on Facebook.
And then we should be able to get hold of you, to get in contact with you. O ka visit any of our branches across the nation, or you can call our contact center on 399-3300. 399-3300.
Do you have any last parting words? Like I would tell all the Kwana or Twitter, got embarrassed go bona go to William Macmillan uti lo gore la gore re ka nna ra ikunela something.
So thotlo tse rena le one like gore abatswana ari polokele madi with Access Bank. Access Bank gives you the opportunity le ha o sa win in terms of promotion. You're also winning
in terms of interest rates.
Yes. So, re Access Bank, we are ready to help you. Please come to our branches, inquire, and then open their account. And you never know, you can drive home
with a Corolla Cross. Oh, imagine, hey. I don't know if you're excited like me, but now like we have some of these things that can help us not only save, but also win and be able to just keep growing in our future with Access Bank. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Bukutong tsupegetso ya thulaganyo yona dumela Botswana e tang go bara mosolo moso Monday to Friday 6 to 8 ya ka utselo bikone no na jano le nna Bernard Magetso ga mo go le lala stay mme ke go gore the Motswana se kore ke re santara mo kgoding yone ya dithapelo kgathano le makoa a dira la sela Botswana itse le gone gore le kala la bo cable itse le gore ba tsinga ka gore rapela jalo boletse HIV and AIDS gompe go tsentse jalo kganyeno ya GBV e tsentse lo kganya road safety ga mo go lone di khantse di bona di dintsi dira ga mo jalo go di pandemic se ke sa nkere these days it's pandemic after pandemic.
We used to only know pandemic maybe a medical thing. We have social pandemic. Botswana tota di setse di re ama. But in speaking of it, what are we doing? What are we doing is a very good question that we need answers to.
Action speaks louder than words.
So as we pray, I think Ronahela, in our culture, we know that we put prayer first. And then we walk in, the path that God has already laid for us as a country. We can do it. We can do it. We can start praying and just keep our prayers in mind for people that are affected, people that are in effect of that problem. And let's continue to do.
Of course, and we shall continue to do it. Metropolitan Life Botswana, newly revamped Mutusi Life cover. If you are between the ages of 19 and 61, this cover is exactly for you. So, on social media, Metropolitan Life Botswana, CBD, Busy Towers, Francis Town, Palape, Bakona, Utor, Remi, Haribajaloka Life cover, Buaka Ing, you also have in Jang, Hamor about Salabon Balor, Batomala, and Bakata Satomala, Macarojalo, Carabo Bosana, Hano, Arajo Hansa Samkomi. Hello, you missed it. Come short about 6:10, Hamola 7:15, giving you everything that you need to know when it comes to sports news.
And speaking of everything that you need to know that Access Bank has a promotion that's running. It's called Save and Win. We one of the two accounts, the Maungo Saver Lemorobi investment house. It's on 10,000 pula in your Maungo Saver account. You are automatically entered into a competition. You okay winnings of either 5,000 pula, 3 winners a month, or you can win yourself the grand prize of a Toyota Corolla Cross. So Access Bank, DM them and ask them about all these things that you can save and all these accounts that they have to help you grow as your financials grow. Financial wealth. It's for future generational wealth. We want to build. We want to build. We want to get money.
Be rich.
You want to be rich.
Travel to Monaco.
25,000, 50,000 to a second price. Where
are we going?
Where are we going? Morocco.
Versus Morocco versus Tunisia
and stuff. It is possible. Pray about it, but also take the actions to make your life, brighter.
Yeah.
And this is how we end the show today.
This is how we end the show, my lovely friend. Muteso Taraberga Jalo Kanata, Kamunyo Hamoloka, Lekalorato, Mehutala Coparajolo, Motazilla Camoso, Kibira Jalota Bernard Benby Wahamaj.
And this is how we say good morning.